welcome back to my videos. It's Fluff, and that was the weirdest intro I've ever done, but that's not the point. So today I'm going to be showing the two things that I've made in terms of redstone, because this one's really tiny, and, well, in terms of size, and it just won't take long to explain. Nor will the tutorial take long, and then I've got some bigger stuff over here. So, yeah, so this first thing is, if you've heard of Etho, he also does Minecraft, like technical Minecraft stuff like me, and redstone, except he's a lot more famous than I. But so anyways, he made it was before 1.4 update, that's all I know. But it was called the Hyperspawner, and what happened is if you activated it, it would spawn a shitload of mobs, like, repeatedly, and they would all, like, they could rain down from a ceiling, or they could go up, they could, like, move, they could come up from a floor. And he had that invention, but it stopped working during the 1.4 update. Or possibly 1.3 or 1.5, it's somewhere around there. But so I have revisited that, and this is my version of the old Hyperspawner that he made. So yeah, I will link his video in the description, and if I can get annotations to work, which they rarely do for me on YouTube, I'll just put it up on the screen. But yeah, it'll be in the description for sure. It's a pretty cool video. But here we go. Once I get off this pressure plate, it will begin. There's boatloads of zombies coming up. They're all burning to death and making a lot of noise. And I'm actually going to turn my sound down. Because they're noisy. But so they're all burning to death. But as you can see, it's spawning a bunch of them. And it's not like always clicking. Once it runs out of zombies, it will stop clicking and the machine will turn off, so it won't lag anything at all. It like won't lag worlds or whatever if you make this on them. So that's pretty awesome. And I can explain how it works in a second. I'll do that once all the zombies are gone, which they seem to be. But I'm gonna turn it down to peaceful. It's a freaking buttload of zombie flesh. I'm amazed I didn't turn off tile drops on this world. Maybe I turned it back on for some reason. Oh well. So how it works is I'm gonna clear out this water. You can hear that click, but so it's super small. It's like let's see, it's 2 tall and 3 wide on each side. So it's freaking tiny. The way I had it, there was water above it, so that the mobs automatically moved up. But the whole invention is, if we go out here, you can see these are redstone torches, and there's this thing. And so what happens is the mobs are standing on the pressure plates as soon as they get spawned. And once they get off, the pressure plate won't power these anymore, and then a tick later, because of the redstone torch delay when they change state, a tick later they'll turn back on, or maybe 2 ticks or something. And so that's how it like spawns an infinite loop, except that if there's not stuff constantly going on and off of the pressure plate, it won't keep going, which is awesome because it won't lag anything. So, I would hope you don't really need this tutorial, but I'm going to build it anyways. It's very simple. You just put a block, you put torches on all sides of it, you put a pressure plate, and then you put dispensers on all of these, and then to make it so that they keep going up, you will put some sand, well, just any block, and you can put water in there, so that makes them swim up, and yeah, and then you can fill this with any mob of your choice. Blazes don't work, well, anything that dies in water won't work, and things that are not 1 block wide won't work either. They just cause troubles, and that's that. So that was the first invention. now it is time for this thing. As you can see, it's kind of Sethling's Mega Block-esque. It's similar to that, but it was not Sethling, it was me. So this, I call it the Mega Furnace. It's not a very creative name. There's also a different one that I call the Ultra Furnace, just because I use it in survival and stuff, which I'll also be showing you, because this one you would never use in survival, and the other one you can. So, if you look in here, I want some torches and stuff, because it's dark and, like, aggressive mobs will spawn in here if I'm not on peaceful. So, you can see all of the machinery here, and all it does with all this is it cooks things 16 times as fast as a normal furnace would. And I say 16 times as fast, but it actually, due to how hoppers and chests work and how you can sort stuff, it cooks from 12 to up to 16 times as fast. So, like any range in between there, it can cook like 14.5 times as fast if it wants. But as you can see, if we put cactus in here, they'll immediately start draining out. And very soon, that was stuff I cooked earlier, very soon we will have some cactus dye, since that's how you get cactus dye. So as you can see, we already have 2, and now 3, 4, 5. See, it counts up, and it goes kind of sporadically and kind of randomly. The way it would work in a perfect world is it would go 16 in one spurt, and then 16 in the next, but I can't do that. That's very, very difficult. So, without a shitload of delay, at least. So, we have this, and it goes at about 16 times as fast, like I said. I guess the average would be around 14 times. And it's pretty freaking cool. I'm pretty proud of it. It took me a while to build, mostly just because well, okay, I guess it was just annoying because of all the parts. It wasn't difficult to build, really. I knew all that I needed to do, so that's the thing. And I won't show you how to build this because it would just take a hell of a long time. The tutorial would be insane. And I made a giant furnace around it because I felt like it. That is obviously not required, but it looks good, and that's what it's not like optimum pixel art, it's just what I can do. And so this is the version that you can use in survival. It is fairly compact, and this is actually not the optimal version. I have made one that is slightly better in an actual survival server. But this one cooks exactly 4 times as fast. This one is exact. Well, I guess it's 3 or 4 times as fast, but most of the time 4. Do the same thing with hoppers and sorting stuff. So that's always going to be an issue. Well, not always. You could do it, but it would have a lot more delay, and it would kind of lose some of the speed. So if we put some cactus in here, we wait, I believe, the 5 seconds it is that a furnace takes to cook something, and there's some glass I was cooking, just because I felt like it. And we'll wait that, and then 4 cactus at the same time, and that is pretty much always how it is. It could be 3 at the same time upon occasion, but, like, there's another 4. And it'll do that until the stack is done, and it cooks the stack in 1/4 of the time it normally would. It was modeled off of this thing, which I originally saw on a Mumbo Jumbo video. It was a survival video that he did, and it's not very creative. It's just this is what you want to cook. You put coal in here. This is the output. That one's really simple, and I took a couple of those, plus there's this clock here, which makes it so that these don't always feed down into the middle 2 furnaces. They also go to the outside sometimes. So that's how that works, and we should have a lot of cactus dye now. So there's 24. Now I guess I can show how to build that. Takes chests, trap chests, comparators, hoppers, furnaces, obviously, and blocks. Barely. It takes like 4 blocks. Not even. It takes 2 blocks total. And this is not the most compact version. I have a better version, which I will actually be showing. I don't even like building with stone. I don't know why I grabbed that. Anywho. So the first thing you'll want to do is, I just laid down an output chest because it makes things simpler. And then you want 2 hoppers running into that with chests going into there, both double chests. And then you're going to do hoppers running into all of those with furnaces on top. And I like it even. And then after that, you're going to want some hoppers running into the top, hoppers running into the outside too, and then some going into those. It'll look like that, and then this will be your input chest. This is where you're going to put all the items you want to cook. And then you're going to want to have a couple of chests, and you could make it so it's 1 chest for the coal, but that is less effective and it takes more comparators and stuff, and you don't need that. So this version works fine. You can just put coal in both chests. You can split it however you want. And then, so that is the coal going in here, that's the items going in here, but it's only going into these 2 furnaces currently, because if there is a hopper that is pointed in any direction with another hopper below it, it will always go into this hopper if it's available, which is, it's not a bug, it's supposed to be that way, but it's also kind of annoying for some people. And so the way we fix this is, you can see I made a hopper clock. If we throw that comparator in it, it'll go back and forth, and half the time each of these is powered, half the time they're not powered. So that gets a fairly even split, like half will go into here, and then half will go into this hopper, which eventually leads to this furnace. So it's fairly close to half and half, and that's why it's 3 or 4 times as fast most of the time. It will never be 2 times as fast, pretty much. That's just not a thing. And yeah, so at that point, this is the whole thing. What you need to do is you need to put a bunch of coal in these ones, which I can do. I prefer to use coal and not coal blocks because it is more efficient that way. You can use coal blocks if you choose, but yeah, it's not as quite as efficient. It uses more resource for less items that way a lot of the time. And you can have it so it's perfect, but it's rare that you will. So now we can cook up some iron ore, and we'll put that all in there. And as you can see, these begin to cook. You could see those 2, but you can't because they're blocked. And if you face them the other way, you can obviously see them. And you can just build around it so it's hidden, or you can not if you don't feel the need to. I generally won't, just because it's kind of useless, and this is as compact as you can get it. It is 4 wide by also 4 wide, so it's 4 by 4 by 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 tall. So that's that. And also, you don't need these feeding into the 1 chest. You can get it out of both of these if you don't have those hoppers. So it could be only 6 tall if you wanted. But yeah, I like it better this way anywho. So that's that. I guess that will end this video. I hope you enjoyed. I love to use this in survival worlds, and this part is fun for map making, and it's also just fun sometimes if you want to piss your friends off, which is a love of mine. I have a lot of sheep because I was hyperspawning sheep earlier. It was fun, but I can't get rid of them because they're not hostile. But yeah, so that's that. I hope everyone enjoyed. I will link Etho's original Hyperspawner video in the description. It was a good one. I like Etho. He's good at redstone too. He's likely better than me. And that's about that. Again, hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. It makes me quite happy. Also, you can subscribe if you want to see more videos similar to this one, or I also do flat survival. Well, I do several survival series, and I also do mini games sometimes. So yeah, subscribe for that. Also, comment any other redstone or other inventions you want to see me do. I would love to build them. I always like new ideas, and I would love to try it out. So yeah, thanks for watching, and goodbye.